Somalia is an independent country located in the Horn of Africa region in East Africa, and its capital is Mogadishu. This country was formerly known as the Somali Democratic Republic. 98% of the people of this country are Muslims, Sunni Shafi'i, and the rest are from various religions. Somalia shares a common border with Djibouti from the northwest, Ethiopia from the west and north, and Kenya from the southwest. Somalia is also bordered by the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean in the east. This country has the longest coastline among the countries located on the African mainland. The official languages of Somalia are Arabic and Somali. Currently, Somalia's sovereignty is limited to legal rights, and this country lacks the recognized central government and is deprived of any indicators related to a permanent independent government. Unofficial authorities are held by the unelected institutional governments of Somaliland, Puntland, the Union of Islamic Sharia Courts, and the weak but UN-accepted interim transitional government based in Baydwa, about 250 kilometers northwest of the capital, Mogadishu. Violence has gripped Somalia like a deadly plague since the civil wars that ousted former dictator Mohamed Ziyad Barre in 1991. Somalia is located on the east coast of the African continent and on the equator, and its northern part between the Gulf of Aden in the north and the Indian Ocean in the east. This country, along with Ethiopia and Djibouti, is usually referred to as the Horn of Africa. Somalia borders Djibouti in the northwest, Ethiopia in the west, and Kenya in the southwest. Somalia is made up of the former Italian colony, known as Somaliland under the tutelage of Italy, and the former British colony, Somaliland under the British Protectorate, which is now seeking recognition of its independence by the international community. The length of Somalia's coastline is 3,025 kilometers, which is the longest coastline among African countries. With an area of 637,657 square kilometers, Somalia is the 42nd largest country in the world after Afghanistan. The size of this country is comparable to the Central African Republic and somewhat smaller than the state of Texas in the United States. Mogadishu, along with other former Somali regions, is cited as an example of an anarchic capitalist regime. Despite the lawlessness, Mogadishu is at the forefront of communication and internet in East Africa. A new communication network has been created and developed in this city, which includes local cellular phone systems with international satellite connections. The lack of a comprehensive tax collection system has caused the communication network of this country to have lower prices that are not competitive throughout the African continent. There are many internet cafes in this country, and in addition, 2 TV channels and an internet service provider are also active. Agriculture is the most important part of economic activities and accounts for about 40% of per capita income and about 65% of export income. The nomadic Illyrian and semi-Illyrian tribes who depend on their livestock for survival also form a major part of the country's population. After livestock, banana is another important export item of the country. Sugar, corn on the cob, corn and fish are production items for domestic consumption. The small industrial sector of the country, which operates in the field of processing agricultural products, generates 10% of the per capita income. Almost all people speak Somali, which is the official language of the country. The basis of this standard is the dialects that originated from Madag province. The Somali language was not widely used in writing until 1973, when the Supreme Revolutionary Council, SRC, issued a directive to use a monophonic standard using the Latin alphabet. Today, the Somali language is the language used in the education system of this country. English, Italian and Arabic are also used. There is also the Swahili language, whose root is Arabic.